You speak to me as if France was still a colonial power, but I do not want to take care of electricity problems in the universities of Burkina Faso.
Moi, je pleure le peuple français, mais quand même, il est bien pour l'Afrique. Il est un mal nécessaire pour nous. Ceux qui veulent se réveiller, se réveillent. Ceux qui ne veulent pas se réveiller, comme on le dit, on ne peut pas réveiller quelqu'un qui ne dort pas. Les Africains doivent se réveiller.
Look, we need to talk about what just happened in Bamako because the mainstream media is completely misreading the room. The African Union just sent a high-level diplomatic theme straight to Mali to pressure the alliance of Sahel states to return to constitutional order and hold immediate election. On paper, it looks like African solidarity, but behind closed doors, this is pure desperation from Europe. Think about it. The European Union tried everything to break the AES sanction at them, issued political ultimatums, and Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger basically said, "We don't care." They cut ties with France and built their own security alliance. So since the front door approach failed, Europe is using the back door. Did you know the Europe bankroll overhaul of the African Union entire budget? They practically pay for all of the AU's peace and security initiatives. So when the AU suddenly show up in Mali talking about democratic timeline, they aren't speaking for Africa. They are reading a script written in Brussels. And the hypocrisy is what killed me. Where is the energy when pro-Western Africa's leaders pull constitutional courts, change team limits, and rewrite laws just to stay in power forever? The AU stays silent, but the moment the AES stands up for actual sovereignty, suddenly it's a crisis. Drop a comment below. Is the AU actually trying to help the Sahel, or are they just acting as Euro puppets? Let me know what you think.
Captain Africa just changed the rules of the game. Instead of waiting months to buy costly weapons abroad, the AES says it's time to build them at home.
We can't keep paying for military equipment. We need to produce it ourselves. And to produce, you need to build factories. You won't go somewhere to ask for a loan to build a factory of that kind. No one will give you that. Even the equipment that makes up the factories themselves, no one will sell it to you. So that's something that has to be done internally. There are many things we do, and you won't be given a loan for that.
A bold move in one of the world's most dangerous regions. But will this transform Sahel security forever?
So the real reason why they killed Gaddafi is he wanted to have a currency for Africa, and he wanted Africa to unite against the exploitations of the Western world. So they had to kill him. So there's a new guy trying to do that in Africa right now. So guess what is going to happen to him? They're going to...
I know.
We have some news coming from Burkina Faso. France is now sending a European Union representative to go to Burkina Faso and try to talk to Ibrahim Traore and tell Ibrahim Traore that he allows France to get back to Burkina Faso and continue mining the gold in Burkina Faso. And they are saying that this time around they are going to have a deal with Burkina Faso where everybody wins. Burkina Faso benefits and France benefits. And let me tell you, Ibrahim Traore said no. And he said the end has come for France. The end of working with France came to an end when he took power in 2022. They have even been trying to take him down, and now they are begging him, and he said no, never will it happen. So France's economy is now crumbling, and there is a lot of crisis. They are crying, and just the other day they voted a vote of no confidence for France government. The cars in their car yards are piling up because they don't have a market where they can sell it because they were chased out of Africa. And now they are desperate and sending people now to try to talk to our captain, Ibrahim Traore, to allow them to get back to Burkina Faso.
And I want to step away from France now and just focus on the EU. Wow, that man actually used the word dignity.
The values we represent are not only for Europe, they are for everybody. They are about human dignity and individual freedom.
You're talking about the dignity of Africans, but are you selecting whose dignity you're concerned about? Because surely you have allies on the continent. We know your friends on the continent. They literally clamp down on freedom of speech. But you want to focus on the AES. And it's just ironic that you have countries like America courting the AES. If the people of Africa were not standing up as they've done, had this been back in the day, a lot of things would have happened.
Over the world, where we see that the regime is oppressing the own people instead of serving the own people.
We've gone by the democracy that's been defined by the West for so long. And Joe and I have this conversation all the time. The more you learn about the continent, the more you realize everything I thought I knew, I'm having to unlearn. The West has taught the world which countries are good and which countries are bad to position themselves as the ones who truly look out for all of mankind. But we know what they have done throughout history. Look at the state of the world even today. Their hands are still very much on the continent. So please spare us the sermon and the rhetorics around dignity of Africa. You haven't respected our dignity. You're still not respecting it. The only reason you have issue with the AES is because they have kicked you out and are fighting for the sovereignty of Africa. And newsflash, this is exactly why the entire continent, people of African descent and beyond, throughout the world, are rallying behind them. Don't get me wrong, I'm for freedom of expression, assembly, etc. But you're the last people who should talk to us about what dignity of our own people should look like.
That's his job. That's the job of the president. So on the other hand, I reassure you. Oh, what's this? He's going away. Stay there. Maybe he's off to repair the air conditioning.